Spiral, 2 Jews, 2 mics, 2 hours, starting now.
Hold on a second, Josh. Here's my new. I have a new character. You ready?
Oh, am I?
Okay, it's the guy who is. I'm tech savvy now. All of a sudden.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to tell you to hold on while I check something. Can I? I want to hold on. I want to hold on. Oh my God. I want to hold on.
Isn't that the truth?
All I do all day long is when people say things wrong on TV, I correct them to Susan. You go, hey, he meant to say this.
Right. That's good.
He meant to say that.
My dad was big on correcting the actual English.
Oh, that's not, well, that's good to do at home, I think.
Yeah, he was, he was incensed that people on television couldn't master the language.
But, there are things, I'm convinced, I'm not going to get in an argument, and I don't even think you're going to, I've seen, my therapist said, why don't you reduce your nattering, your yammering to sounds, and you can just see how most of what you're saying is garbage. Now, I thought that was harsh.
Well, but
that's what she would say that whole last 5 seconds.
It sounds like a little bit like a Uda Hagen exercise.
Well, she was, she's affiliated with with Eugene Landy.
Yeah.
Somehow. I like my new morning voice.
It is. It's sort of, I was trying to think of a baritone Jew.
And we're back with baritone Jews. Josh, people are often surprised that we are Jews because, stereotypically people would think a Jew would be like, hi, Josh, hi. And that's not our vibe.
No,
we're Jews.
We're much more NPR than that.
Yes. We don't want to scare you with our Judaism.
No. We want to draw you in with our undeterminate ethnicity.
Our comedy
and then
is
Jew
not...
you in the back.
I Jew you in the back. Jew you in the back. One tree. What is that? Diamond in the back.
Are you doing boogie in the butt?
No. I'm digging the scene with the gangster lean, and I fucked up the. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the cursing. Oh, by the way, my therapist says I should not listen to any stings for the whole summer.
Oh, but you should make noises for when you would be listening.
Oh, so how did it go with Josh today? Well, I opened up with this.
Sounds like progress.
Ooh, you're doing like a Muppety voice. And we'll be back with the Muppety baritone Jews. Hello.
Why are there so many Jews with high voices?
Oh, I was giving you some rope. Giving you some room. I'm sorry to pause there. And I realized, I know how I get like very codependent or whatever the word is.
Needy,
obsequious, whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
I misinterpret what I think the people are saying to me, and then I make them bad or crazy.
Right.
So I started to think, he's fucking telling me I can't sip coffee?
We're talking about this again. No, you've imagined that. You've brought that up like 4 weeks in a row now.
Oh.
But
well, you know what?
And every time I've said, nope, you can drink coffee. It was you eating on a regular basis on the show. And I told you about it, and you extrapolated it to you can't do anything but talk. Like I'm the fucking warden.
I think it sounded better when you said warden. I think the final straw with me was when I ate a gummy or something.
No, you were proudly eating every week on the show.
No,
now I'm eating this.
That's what I'm talking about. I specifically came on the last time I did it and said, look, I am eating pudding while talking. Yes. Something like that.
Yes.
And you said, that's disgusting or something like that. You have a whole thing about things.
Yeah.
So anyway, Okay, so I can sip coffee. I'm sipping this fantastic, and I'm not promoting anything. I'm not saying I've had a falling out with Rob Beans. No, I have not had a fall. I've had a falling out with nobody. Hence the down trend in listeners.
I'm enjoying my hair razor blaster, whatever it's called, hair bender.
Yeah, I actually thought maybe I did get on your nerves a little bit because I think I invented it. But the thing is, I got it in my mind I'm going to drop off the hair bender. And I said, I'm dropping off the hairbender, and then I said, I'm going to put it in the thing. But then, is there a chance that you are in the house going, oh, God, he's there. I can smell him. He's outside. He's outside snorkeling around.
No, we were actually at that moment getting haircuts.
Is that what you call it now?
Yeah.
Oh, we're not. See, that's where we're not ready. I am not ready to make out with my hair guy again. You know, that's the way I've heard that you definitely can get it.
Yeah.
Even if you're vaccinated. Even if you're shielded. How was your haircut? Did it feel good?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I really don't think, I think you're back. You're back in a way.
Well, I mean, I've had other haircuts.
No, I'm saying you're back. You're back post-COVID already. I would have thought you would be like someone drinking orange juice.
I'm largely post-COVID, I would say, yeah.
Yeah, but I'll never forget my friend Chris when she came out of a 5-week coma. And this is not a joke, like a Rickles joke.
Yeah.
She was in an actual coma, and she came out and she said, I'll never forget what it was like the first time I had like cold orange juice. And it was like heaven. Huh. And then you get past it very quickly. That's what you are. You're past it.
Okay.
I expected you to go.
That's your story from someone who was in a coma and they enjoyed orange juice when they woke up?
Josh.
That's what you've kept with you as your...
Josh, I think it's an intruder. Shh, quiet. I think it's an intruder. It's you son of a bitch. Can't you give me a little slack? No. My friend Chris was in a coma for 5 weeks because they misdiagnosed her appendix bursting. And so she almost died. So thank you for making fun of her.
All right. No, I'm not making fun of her.
Yeah, I know what you're doing. The evil. I'm so it's transparent.
If she would have said, I had orange juice, it was so good, tell everyone, then she'd be implicated.
Well, you know what she told me? She said when she came out of the coma, what I really want is, oh, God, it's great.
Yeah, see, that would be...
And they thought she was crazy.
That would be solid.
God. Well, what's wrong? What do you mean, like Link Hayes from Room 222 solid?
I think you mixed up
Mod
two
Squad,
shows there.
Mod Squad. I meant because Ed Krasnick would always introduce him as Lincoln Hayes said from the Mod Squad. Solid.
He just died like 2 weeks ago. Ed
Krasnick? That's not funny.
No, nor is that.
Yeah, how do you get out of a bit like this? Ed? You know, he has had problems.
Ed's on the line, ladies and gentlemen.
Andy, get out of the bit. No, seriously.
Shame sandwich.
Can you see that? Oh, Mrs. Johnson, you're not excited about Nelson Mandela getting out of prison? No, Ed, I'm not excited at all. Look at me. I'm in prison. Where's my pardon? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Look, I know that I didn't ruin his material, but I did kind of like,
Nor did you inhabit his material.
People say, when people ask me when I get interviewed at the end of a movie, they say, is it hard to come down? Like after the Fiddler's Roof?
Yeah.
Do you remember when we did the Fiddler's Roof?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Belling Barry. Belling Barry. I meant it to be to the tune of Fiddling on the Roof, but it didn't work. And you know what my father said? My father said this, and my mother's birthday is coming up in 2 days.
Yeah.
But my father, he loved to say, and I always laugh when he goes, "Stop fiddling with my roof." I thought that was delightful.
Yeah.
Till I was 23.
Yeah.
And then I said, "Look, Larry, can it?" Then he was sending me money.
Would he be prompted by talk of Fiddler on the Roof, or was it just sort of more Tourette's like?
No, Fiddler on the Roof was in the zeitgeist for some reason.
Yeah.
There was Zero Mostel. It was the Zero Mostel.
Okay. Not Topol.
No. But he probably dug that too, man. But no, it was in the zeitgeist. But it was one of his go-to, if you could call it classics or ticks.
Gotcha.
Or ticks.
That's right.
Stop fiddling with my roof. But I think I'm so, I think I've, progressed past, he's hilarious, but I feel I've progressed past him, but I do the same not really progressed past him, but I do the same things from Fiddler on the Roof.
There was a joke, and I think it was on Electric Company.
What's the joke?
The joke was they were doing a Fiddler thing, and I can't swear it was Electric Company, but someone will back me up, I'm sure. And the joke was, high places give me such a scare, so just call me Fiddler on the Chair.
You see, this is a delightful thing that I hope opens up a whole new audience for us.
Yeah.
See? I don't know. Why do I say see? Oh, by the way, I wanted to wrap up that I'm drinking this coffee. I'm not promoting this coffee. It's Aharon. Aharon. He's from Israel. He's a roaster on Charlieville in Beverly Hills. I'm telling you, Josh.
Yeah.
I think you'd like this coffee. It's 10.
Are you sure it's not Aharon? You sure it's not Aharon?
That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
What did I say?
I think like Aharon.
Aharon. What am I, like a Jew? What am I? I can't even get cast as a Jew. Isn't that sad?
A little bit.
Are you familiar with this place, or does it trigger your Hebrew?
I was more interested from a Hebrew perspective than a coffee perspective.
And is it a word? Is it a Hebrew word?
It's the Hebrew word for Aaron.
Really?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you don't have to fade out like you're dead. You don't have to sound to me like I wounded you. Anyway, very good coffee. And he has the roaster's right there. And here's what I want to tell you. And I think that, I don't know if this is a good pandemic or a good anecdote for our times.
Yeah.
Where there's so many people who are hungry, but.
Just let me tell you right now that Orange Juice Coma is the bar.
I will defend that. You know what? I may not like that bit, but I will defend my right to the death.
She woke up. She had breakfast.
He woke up. You know what happened? My friend Chris Carey came out of a coma from being misdiagnosed, and she said, "Ta-da!"
Or the Aristocrats.
I didn't do the Aristocrats, did I? I like the guy who's spontaneous. Well, I'm not that really far from a guy who's spontaneously angry,
no,
right?
You're really not.
That's a good name for my life.
You can become monstrous.
You know how you read? Like, I kept reading it like.
By the way, the guy who called you monstrous is staying at my house in a couple of weeks. So if you want to come over and get a piece of him,
I don't want to get a piece of anybody. I don't even want to. I'm afraid of seeing you again. You've built up some grudges. Get over here. Get over here. Don't, Allison. He's punching me again.
By the way, when will you be comfortable for me to actually greet you if you're dropping something out of my house?
I make a nice living. Oh, by the way, it was Hairbender, and just to give you a lot of people say you don't tell complete stories, and we missed the flavor. I dropped off some Hairbender over at Josh's house because I had got, and I'm still working.
No, we got it. We got into this last week. This fantastic tale. Last week you were just panicking about it going past its date. So I was updating the people by letting them fill in the blanks.
How I drop things off and process things is people have to be, unfortunately, somewhat victimized by my OCD.
Yeah, you drop things off as if you're going to get in trouble for it.
Well, I drop things off as if I'm intruding and as if I should have asked earlier. And if you should have asked earlier, just ask earlier, but don't make a whole bundle. I hope it's okay that I'm coming by. I put a thing on your porch. Don't worry. I'm tiptoeing like a mouse. That's me the other week. I'm tiptoeing like a mouse. Should I check my phone again to see if Josh texted me in the 30-second lap? Time is taking me. It's a nice life inside my internal mind.
That sounds good.
But you know what? I still have. It's kind of charming. If I was monk, wouldn't it be?
It's true. That's
true. When you watch
solve
monk,
a crime, if you're doing if you're doing something useful, people will forgive a lot of bullshit.
Exactly. Josh, one more thing, Josh. One more thing. Did I leave my toothbrush here? Once again, he's almost Columbo.
Yes.
But his illness, and I wish you would call it an illness, and I'm not referring to the OCD. I'm talking about the other thing. I'm talking about the elephant in the room. Here's the kind of comedy I hope to do in 10 years from now.
Okay.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. He looks tired. Good?
Yeah, sure.
That's it.
That doesn't sound like future Andy Kindler so much as nail on the head. Andy
I see. I see. Okay, from the future. Is that the bit? No, there is no bit. Why don't you withdraw from the bit? All right, me in the future. Whether we'll Fiddler in the Roof? Is it Fiddler in the Roof?
No,
it can't be that.
It's not. That's for an exterminator.
Excuse me. I think I'm having trouble. I think there's a fiddler in my roof. And then it launches into an anti-Semitic sketch that's available on Fascist Front.
And then Larry Kindler brings it home with "Stop Fiddling with My Roof."
My daddy. I miss my daddy and my mommy. Well, I'm sorry. I'm doing did you ever hear the John Lennon album? Mother, you have me. I love never had you. Right?
Yes. I remember my mom getting mad at that song because she thought she heard it as overtly sexual.
I don't think no, she's wrong. I think she's clearly wrong about that. In fact, I think I never got the feeling that John Lennon was like a Pigpen in the Grateful Dead, like overtly sexualizing up the music.
No, I didn't think so either.
But it isn't annoying. I still would say I like that song, but it's still not. It's a very annoying song.
Yeah, it's primal, all right.
It's based on Primal Scream. It's based on his therapy. Isn't it? Everybody, not just me, but I do have every classic, what we think are true Beatles stories in my brain. Yeah. Scrambled eggs, Yesterday, all that stuff.
That was the same story.
Same story?
The scrambled eggs and the Yesterday, same story. If you were going for two examples.
Oh, no. I wasn't, no. Well, that would be me going for the record. I'd be the opposite of Dennis Miller. Yeah. This is like that guy from those Dickens novels. Working for Dick Cheney. Choo, 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 choo. All right, we're back. And it's Monday, and it's June 28th. Josh, Elvis, Weinstein, Andy Kindler. It's Comedy of the Morning. Comedy of the Morning. You can get that on KRLA 570.LA. And also, are we online, Josh?
I got stuck on 570.LA.
That conjured up a very, very entertaining image of you in my brain, of you just like kind of waiting in delight for what the old man is going to spit out next. Because I didn't mean to say something that stupid. I mean, not stupid.
No.
But that I didn't mean to say, I mean, I did mean to say it.
Yeah.
But how did I get from wanting to be an AM DJ to saying .LA? I mean, they'll only know that, Josh, when they do the DNA of my act. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with that character. That doesn't mean that I'm now segueing into a regular human being.
No.
Which we all would hope. You, my friend, have a big week. And when I call you my friend, it sounds phony, but I really do mean. I just want to say one thing. Of all the stuff we've gone through. Does that sound like Liverpool?
No.
All the stuff we've gone through. Oh, I got it, Josh. All the stuff we've gone through. We've gone through, John.
It sounds kind of like a Spike Milligan, maybe.
Oh, I'm Ringo. You know someone's good when they just say the name of the person. Absolutely. I'm Ringo. Okay. So you're going away this week, and are you leaving tomorrow?
Yes, I am.
And is this like gone for how many days? How many nights?
2 nights. 2 nights.
That's it?
That's it.
I thought this was a big schmadoopy.
No.
I had to put all of my usual Monday activities on hold.
Yes.
Andy.
Yes, because I'm gone.
I have
Because I'm
Josh.
gone Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Andy, I have to, but you? Well, that sounds like a perfect Vegas trip.
Yeah, a third night in Vegas is usually where the suicide thoughts start.
Did you fly or did you drive?
Well, we're going to drive.
That's the way to go. That's the way to go. 4 or 5 guys, your age and old, and I guess older. You're still the youngest.
Well, there's 2 of us, and yeah.
He's older. I know who he is. He's what's the matter with me? All right. So look, let's put that aside for a second.
Right.
We've established that you're not going to see any. It's not about seeing Perry Como.
No.
Have you ever? What's that place? Have you ever been? What's the thing that's called the Pepper Mill? I used to be fascinated with that. Is that what it's called?
I know that name, but I don't remember what it is.
It's like coffee shops in like Vegas. It's like a coffee shop in Vegas, and it's really kind of really cool, but campy. Not cool.
Yeah.
But I'll come back next week with more information.
Wow, you really hit the wall with that diner
I know.
recall.
At least I switched to my DJ voice. Well, there was nothing there, Josh.
I don't even really know what the peppermint.
By the way, this Aharon coffee, excellent coffee. And I want to tell you this story, Josh. It's just a quick one. I needed a grinder. They sold grinders at this, and I bought it. To me, that's like a magical thing for an elderly man who's like, why with the constant online and how am I going to get it online? Well, you just hit 2 things and it comes. It's impossible. And now like a not an oasis, but a mirage in the desert. I buy and it was nicely priced. And it wasn't like the cheapest way to get it, but it was nice. It wasn't like gouged. Oh, Josh, I think I'm going to have a heart attack today. I'm very sorry. We should probably. I'm sorry. Just forget that. Whatever I was saying. The doctor told me don't get to exercise during the show today.
Yeah.
Nice going. I mean, mission accomplished.
So conical burr.
Do you remember when I briefly toured his conical burr? Briefly. You were Aaron. Remember you did that show, Aaron Burr?
Yeah.
One-man show? Yeah. I did conical burr. Let me know. Do you have a device that can sense when I'm getting near funny?
Well, it hasn't come up yet, but yeah, it's active.
If I do say something funny at any point today for the rest of the show, sorry, can you please say "Thar she blows"?
Okay.
I am now wanting to let you know that I'm into The Crown.
Okay.
It's very good.
It's a show about cosmetic dentistry.
I tittered like a schoolgirl there. Oh, you didn't. Yes, I like that. Tonight on The Crown.
Here's a temporary.
How do you spell and on the tonight on The Crown? Andy, I'm sorry. We're going to have to perform a root canal on it. What? Yes, you're losing another tooth. You sugar.
You candy eating monkey.
You candy. You stupid. Yeah, why don't you keep falling asleep with sugar babies in your mouth? Are there sugar babies? Why don't you keep falling asleep with table? Isn't it true that you fall asleep often with table sugar in your mouth? It's not table sugar. Well, what is it? Oh, it is. It is table sugar.
It is. Damn.
It is table sugar. Oh, God. What a lovely man. I'm talking about myself, of course.
I like to dry brine my gums in sugar.
So anyway, if that happens, and Mr. Kindler, that crown we put in a week and a half ago.
It actually dissolved.
It's NG. What does that mean? How could the tooth is now, you now need a root canal? What are you talking? Well, Nobody told you to line your teeth with Twizzlers every night. Who told you that?
I thought that would work like braces.
I eat 5 wax whistles a day. I'm the bad guy? Nobody knows that. That's a bad reference. What a horrible candy that was.
Yeah, it was. I don't think I ever had a wax whistle, honestly.
You can't really. You could chew it and then kind of suck.
I had those nibs.
Sounds familiar.
Which was wax bottles filled with, sugar.
Oh, yeah, nibs, right?
Yeah.
Oh, those were...
You bite the top off like a grenade.
Oh. Like a flavor grenade?
Yes.
I think that's actually the name of a pluot.
Of what?
A pluot. I call them pluots.
What's a pluot?
It's a plum.
About 10:30. I don't know.
Enter! No, a pluot is a plum and an apricot kind of a thing. It's really the best one.
I think that's a plum cot.
Well, it's spelled Pluot.
Oh, I've never seen it that way.
How do you see it?
I've seen it as plum cot.
Oh, well, I think you.
But that's just that. I'm sure that's a proprietary name. I'm sure
it's a misnomer. No, pluots. I used to get them at the farmers market. No, why do I start a sentence like that? I used to get them at the farmers market before the pandemic. They were the greatest fruits when you got them at the farmers market, and they come as dinosaur eggs.
I bought an apradoodle at the pet fair.
That sounds like because there's a dog that we would kind of like that has doodle in it because it's like the
Labradoodle,
allergen free.
The Labradoodle.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is, I think.
Yeah, that's the joke I was making.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh God, Josh. No, I'm serious now. Remember I called you last night at 2 a.m. I said, I haven't lost it. I can't even, who am I calling? What did I come in here for? I mean, you know what I'm Googling, when does Alzheimer's or dementia normally take effect?
There she blows. Oh, wait.
Whoa. I laughed, and then there was a strangulation at the end of the laugh.
Yeah.
That was based on my actual fear.
That was sort of the David Carradine method.
It's my fear of getting this. It's OCD, and I don't want to keep saying OCD until someone punches me in the face. But it makes you...
Because once they start...
Why stop?
It's hard to stop.
Look, people who want to punch me in the face, I get it.
No one wants to punch you in the face just once.
Nobody wants to punch me in the face more than I do.
I know.
Folks.
I know.
This guy knows what I'm talking about.
Thankfully, your hands are registered as lethal weapons and you can't do it.
I would... actually, that is... I don't know. I lost it. I like the way you promoted the new episode out today.
Did you?
I don't know why I keep thinking. I do think that I'm getting deluded. Yeah, I piggybacked off of you. I'm deluded into thinking that we are now live on the air, and I'm actually fantasizing about what that would be and how great it would be.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be great.
It wouldn't be much better than this. We'd feel worse about it, I think.
If we had to do something Monday through Friday over at KABC .LA, are you kidding me?
I told you I'm doing at least one Tim Conway Jr. shift.
I was doing a subtle. No, I forgot that. And is it this week?
Next week.
Oh, well, you should promote it here right now.
July 5th, I'll be on KFI with Mark Thompson.
That counts to me
and
as show.
Maybe the 6th.
See, that counts as show to me. People like that. That's something that Perush will make a note. I happen to think that Perush is. I have a Perush as one of my favorite recurring characters in my life.
Yeah.
It's like,
how do you feel about reducing him to a character?
I don't understand that. Is that like a joke about him being from a different country where they have characters?
No, you said he's a character in your life, and I'm saying, he's a person, Andy.
Are you my father? You may actually be my father. I am Larry. I am Larry. Is that the way they do it in Star Trek?
You're killing me, Larry!
My brother was always fascinated with those commercials, and he just could say, so what you're saying is if you you really are going to give me the car if you can match the price? You're going to give it to me free. He questioned whether that was actually going to happen.
You would rather give it to me free than match the price.
Right.
Or beat the price.
My brother saw through that.
Yeah, that's why he's the money man.
Yeah. He was one of the first people to question, well, we didn't have Cal Worthington back east, but I have to say that I must not have had a very fun or exciting life. Not fun, but not an exciting life. That I did find Cal Worthington for about 10 years to be very entertaining, like in a Wally George way.
Oh, yeah. And he knew why he was entertaining.
Yeah, I'll eat a bug. Now, that was never entertaining just on its own.
No. But he knew that in order to stand out in the late night landscape, he had to be an alt comic car dealer.
And I will make this argument right now. I can't think of one of those people who claimed that they were Crazy Eddie or an insane, the king of TVs, who was that odd a character.
Right.
It was mostly like, I'm going to sell them cheap because I'm crazy.
They're all pretty much like Steve Ballmer, and he's a gajillionaire. So.
Who's that guy?
He was the head of Microsoft, who now owns the LA Clippers.
I do. That's a name I don't think I have. Now that you're saying it, I know that name, but that name could be in the part of my brain where I keep Steve Case.
Yeah.
Well, I left my own stuff.
It's actually in your Steve Case.
You know that I toured as Justin? I don't want to do any Justin jokes.
No, you don't.
I want to say one.
There's your next hour. Andy Kindler, just in time.
Just in town. Just in town. Just in time. Hey, you can follow anything. You can follow Justin with anything that's pretty funny, folks. Andy Kindler. I want to once.
Just in jail.
Oh, how many spots do you have this week over at the Improv or the Schmovie Room? I have a
12:30 set in the Schmoopy Lab.
Are you kidding me? There is a part of me that may never leave. I may never leave that. If I could do that, I'd never leave the house. I don't miss leaving the house in many ways, as you know.
Yeah. When's your big? You got a big show coming up.
Yeah, I'm going to Vitello. Wendy Liebman show. It's going to be, I think, August 6th. I have plenty of time to promote that.
Yeah.
How am I doing? So how are we doing? Would you say? To me, this is.
By the way, Vitello's is where Robert Blake murdered his wife.
Stop it.
For those of you out of towners.
First of all, not during a comedy show. I want to put that right out there. And secondly of all, I get it. I kind of do miss. Is he dead, Robert Blake?
I think he's not.
But is he out of jail?
I think he didn't go to jail.
I just love the idea. This is this isn't like a Twilight Zone. This is actual life. You're in Vitello's picking up an order and there's Blake taking something to the bank right at the bar. Hey, have you had the veal scallopini? Take it to the bank.
That's the name of that dish.
The thing I love about that is, I don't know. I just actually did have a dementia thing there because for that 1 second, I did not even process that I was doing a podcast. So what's happening now?
All right,
what should I do? Do I report somewhere? Do I jot this down?
That's the name of that dish is where you went off the rails.
That's the name of that. Of course. It was so. The way you said it. I don't want to be one of the people who uses the word timbre because I don't know what it means, but the way you said
timber.
The name of that
timber
dish.
Is the word.
Timber. It's the name of that. Timber. But this is the way you said, that's the name of that dish. To me, that's comedy. I don't need anything else. I really don't. Oh, you know what I do need? I need a booth at the Wax Museum on a Thursday. All right. Sorry about that. Sorry for that segue. Oh, God. I had so much fun, Josh. I don't care you know, a lot of people say, why do I listen to the show? Why do I participate? People say, why do you continue to?
Andy? Are you tasting copper right now?
There's only two kinds of pipe you could use. I forget the other kind. And that's fine unless something goes wrong. And then something always goes wrong. Or you can use copper, and that's the only pipe I use. I apologize for that. Do you have a device I could just suck me out like in 10-second spurts?
Yeah, I do.
Why are you okay? Why
are you? How can you possibly flip what this is on me?
Oh, I'm just trying, like a man who smells copper, trying to get my feet.
All right,
I'm trying to get underneath my feet. I'm like in the, when Muhammad Ali couldn't see for a round. I'm just trying to stay up on my feet.
All right, I understand.
Till my vision clears. I only have like 4 or 5 things that are base stories in my life. You know how like Robert McKee?
Right.
So like one of them
Aristotle is the one who said there was only 7 stories, by the way.
Oh, and then Robert McKee stole it?
Well, I'm just saying that if you want to cite there's only blank stories, Aristotle's the guy to go with, not McKee.
Why is your blowhardy all of a sudden charming when mine all of a Okay, well, you talk me out
because I'm trying to help you with knowledge.
That's true. I hurt with knowledge. Yes. Well, I forgot what I was going to say again. I'm not high. I should be high.
Yeah, apparently.
I'm paranoid.
Yeah.
All right, Josh, stop kidding around with the show. Do this on your own time. I don't know. That was the fun. I tell you, I do hyperventilate when I laugh. Not all people do, but it does feel like, I know, to me, it feels like a spiritual experience. And I know people are going to say that it's just me cutting off the oxygen to my brain.
Right.
But it does, and I haven't done a lot of asphyxiation.
Right.
I haven't done a lot of it.
It's auto-comedic asphyxiation.
I get the audience just to the point where they could laugh, and I ease up on the pressure of the joke.
That's right.
Oh God, I've watched too much true crime. I'm doing jokes
I'm the belt in this equation.
It's not funny. First of all, every time I think of auto asphyxiation, I don't like it.
I always think at least they died doing what they loved.
I think you've told me this one before. Is it about? Did you write this about the NXS guy?
I wrote it about someone subsequently.
Why can I have the decent respect to not call him the NXS guy?
I think I think you could do a hell of a lot worse.
I was just thinking about I'll never forget the time Josh said to me, don't worry about it, buddy. You've said a lot more evil, a lot more badly intentioned things. That wasn't bad for me. Par for the course.
Right.
Did you know that I opened up an Italian restaurant on the golf and a golf club? You know what the name of it was? It was Italian.
Parmesan for the course, yes.
No, I think Parm for the course.
Okay.
This is great comedy, Josh. We would not have the opportunity to do this if we didn't. You wouldn't be talking to me right now if you weren't obligated to.
Absolutely not.
No, absolutely not. You're right.
You wouldn't be awake right
now. I do feel like I am getting back. You know what? I just want to say that I do feel as if I'm with you now. I'm back. I don't know what happened earlier.
Yeah.
The doctor told me don't laugh. Try not to laugh. Try not to laugh.
I don't know. You started laughing and you just started making noises instead of talking.
Well, because it's like this. It's not the thing where I like the cigarette guy. Or it's not cigarette, but it's the pot smoker. It's not that guy.
Yeah.
It's more like... And then I actually get that sensation.
No, it's just that normally when you would have been yammering, you were making noises. It was weird.
Oh, that's it. Oh, so it comes down to this. A2, the other person who doesn't help historically.
Yeah.
Brute. A2 Brute. Is it I Brute? Is it me Brute? Don't. Oh, by the way, I got my penis fixed over the weekend.
That's fantastic.
I'm not doing. Okay, that's it. I was going to tell you a great anecdote about my penis. Not if you're bringing Droopy out.
All right. I got it fixed, and the first thing I wanted was orange juice.
I had a very nice image there of orange juice coming out of my penis. Is that wrong? Am I the bad guy?
I had it more of you having your penis in a glass of orange juice and the level going down.
I just want to tell you right now, Josh, if the Beatles had done podcasts like we're doing, they wouldn't have been sexy anymore. I could be seen. I have given up.
Welcome to Love Me Don't.
I know. I've blown that whole part of my career that could have been.
No, you please, please you.
You know, I think that me and Bob Dylan is not that far away from disgusted Beatles.
It's not. Their disgust comes from the same era.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, if I hadn't gone this route, people would be listening to my comedy and go, he's so funny, and I wonder if he's single, like that. I don't get that anymore. I wonder if he's still single. I'm certainly not 112.
Right.
I love the over 50 dating sites. I know I'm sound like a hack comic, but this is one like
sounds like fun, but where would I start?
Oh, come to Over It. Have you tried Over It? Or I forgot the name of them. 50 and Fabulous? No, it's Out There.
Running on vapors.com.
Hey, sign up for Desperados Searching for a Train. Sign up for Senior Sexual Moments. I'm trying to think of the worst names. Senior Meets for 60.
Gather around the barrel bottom.
Ow, it's not TV. Not TV. It's those commercials that get me. It's not TV. Not TV. It's those commercials that get me.
Andy, you could check 60. You know what you do? Don't check 60 to 75. Check the 60 to 69. And then you know what I would say? Why am I cutting off my options?
Exactly.
I get sick thinking about me. Why, if I end up widowed, would I have to be in the motion picture home acting horny? I'm asking you that. Why?
What else are you going to do?
Look, Josh, this is a character that we're playing. You know, I just want to know, a lot of people probably do not know that I am an astral... It's not astrophysicist, I'm pretty sure. Is it?
There is an astrophysicist.
Yes, and that's what I am. And that is what I am. People think I'm really stupid from the show. It's not true.
That's not
very
true.
Bright.
That's right.
I have, you know.
You're like Mayim Bialik.
She takes Nariva, I think.
Yeah. She doesn't just play a smart person. She's an actual neuroscientist.
I know. These things, I don't know why I don't want to flock down to my pharmacy. I feel that I will have surrendered the day I buy. I think it'll probably be called snake oil by the time I buy it. Want to feel younger? Try snake oil.
Blossom says so.
Oh my God. I think I might die.
I hope not.
I know, but I feel like faint a little bit. I haven't eaten anything yet.
Then why were you late?
It's like asking an ill person. Why were you worried about if your pilot light was on?
No, it's just typically you're using that time to eat now.
Oh, right. I see what you're saying.
Since the fucking Inquisition hammer came down on you.
It did feel like really putting me it's like, oh my God, what's next?
It was crossing a line. There was a line of unprofessionalism that I just couldn't cross despite it being a podcast.
Right, but I was thinking it from my end. What's next? I can't use my water pick during the show. Right. What's next? I can't woodwork? Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, but slippery slope.
What, I can't smoke pot anymore?
What, I can't grate my cheese for my pasta? What, I can't go through my marble collection?
Anything else?
What?
Anything else?
Oh, yeah, let me think.
Right.
But I can't, no. You know what it is? I realize that the reason why is I do too many examples anyway, so they're probably not going to get funny. And then I realize the realization that I try too hard just makes me realize I'm going to fail with the next example.
Right.
Who am I? That guy can't give one more funny example? How about that laugh, Josh? I would take that as legit, too legit to quit laugh.
Yeah. Is that your closer?
I would like you, my request from now on is just hang up on me. Why would you even involve me in any decision on the show?
Yeah.
That doesn't involve trying to be funny, which I'm not good at. Or having, you don't even ask for that. You just ask for simple, common courtesy conversation. Two friends.
That's all I ask
Two friends talking about, right?
That's right.
Like a coffee clutch.
I've always had a big problem trying to distinguish between a clutch and a putsch. And it's caused me some big problems.
Oh, you don't want to mix those two up. You bring a tray of Danishes. The next thing you know, the glass is shattered on your shop. Folks, this stuff it wouldn't be funny if you knew all the references, but you'd at least you'd be nodding up and down. That's right.
Ah, Kristallnacht joke.
Ah, more like not Kristallnacht.
Kristallnacht.
You can just call me Professor.
Oh, I do. Nice job, Professor.
Only when I screw up, which is a lot.
Oh, Lucy.
Want to count it off? Like that.
That's kind of love. You don't bounce back from quickly. That's kind of love. The good so good, the bad so bad. That's kind of love. Makes you question your existence. That's kind of love we have. Everybody sing now. That's kind of love. Only comes around once in a lifetime. That's the kind of love. Only comes around once, and you should be glad, 'cause that's the kind of love. It keeps those shrinks in business. That's the kind of love we have. Our love. If you aren't defensive, you must attack. Our love. Come on, say something you can never take back. Our love. Drunken phone calls at 4 a.m. just to start up all over again. Oi, that's the kind of love. Makes your friends call you stupid. That's the kind of love. Makes them think you're so sad. That's the kind of love. Kind of like a chronic illness. That's the kind of love we have. Our love. Screaming in a restaurant, making a scene. Our love. 38 messages on my machine. Our love. Neighbors pounding on the wall and nothing ever changes at all. Our love. Throwing dishes and tearing clothes. Our love. Rubbing faults in each other's noses. Our love. I'm powerless over its allure, and distance is the only cure for our kind of love.
That's the kind of love.
It's a kind of love. It's an unkind of love, oh, but it was our kind of love, our particular kind of love. Yeah, that's the kind of love we have. Duh. Thank you.
How are you, young man?
I'm good. How are you, slightly older man?
Well, I think considerably older.
All right. I was being nice. What do you want?
What is that? What do you hear, though?
Why would I fire a shot that early in the conversation?
I'll tell you why. I'm still swallowing my bagel.
Ah, I take it back. You're a pain in the ass.
Right?
Yes.
It's almost like there's a part of me that wants to sabotage it.
I don't think it's a small part either, friend.
Oh, that's right. Oh, it wasn't a big discovery then.
Right.
Whoa. Hey, I just realized something.
What's that?
I can be self-destructive.
Huh. That's the first step.
Yeah. To completely destroying yourself.
Yes, to being more thorough.
Exactly. Now, are you all drunk and hungover from your trip?
Oh, I'm a wreck.
Did you guys party down like you couldn't even believe it?
Unbelievable. No, I did drink probably more than I didn't ever get hammered, but I did do a fairly consistent drinking pattern.
I don't know if I've seen you drunk. Well, I don't think you get
I'm pretty
drunk.
good with the liquor, I have to say.
Has there ever been a time where you're like, I think I got boom into a bucket of water or something?
Never the full, down into the horse trough, no. But
did you ever talk like this?
But I
had a martini.
I've gotten hammer-fied before, yeah.
Wow.
But it's pretty rare, and it takes a concerted effort on my part.
And that's the thing is, you don't. That's not you. It could be you though. It could be you
in certain situations.
Yeah, I mean, you're not somebody who won't pull out some of the stops.
Exactly.
Now, I assumed, did anyone win money?
No one from our team.
I didn't know it was like a bowling league.
Yeah.
You were up against others.
No,
what did you play?
I did not have any gambling mojo, so I didn't really. I wasn't in a chasing mood. So.
And did you play anything fun?
I played some blackjack. I played some stupid video poker. But I didn't.
I like Wheel of Fortune.
Do you?
Yeah, because it has that secondary role.
Yeah, I don't know the game. There's so many.
Oh.
There's so many games that I have no fucking idea what they're doing now. There's like all sorts of table games that are new, and there's all sorts of machines that are new, and the other thing is that Vegas has changed over the years, and that you can tell just by the square footage dedicated to casino space. It's like their revenue is not all coming from gambling anymore.
You mean it's coming from food and all that?
It's coming from a resort sort of stream as opposed to, it all being about the gambling. When I was doing the China movie, I had read that like 50% of Vegas income stream comes from gambling, whereas like in Macau it was 90.
Well, that would mean that they should have better quality food.
Well, they do. We stayed at the Cosmopolitan, which I'll now reveal now that I'm home. And it's
nice.
It's super nice. It's it's a genuinely nice hotel. The best thing about it is that the rooms have balconies. So I had this just beautiful 40th story balcony looking over the Strip and the fountains at the Bellagio, and so.
That's really
in some ways, that's my favorite part of the trip is just the chilling and staring.
Because you're a contemplative dude.
I'm a little bit contemplative, but the change of scenery in general was very nice. The fact that it was Vegas made it a little more creepy, cringy. Yeah. But it was a weird way to sort of reintroduce yourself to humanity.
Is it fairly full?
It was damn full, yeah.
And people were masked or no masked?
I mean, people were mostly not. It wasn't unusual to see people in masks. But the rule is at the hotel, which is completely unenforced, is if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask.
Right. And I would be wearing a mask on the floor.
I wore a mask on the elevators when there was people. But
I did think of a reason why. Remember you kind of got me with facts the other week. You were saying, well, I don't want to go on to this thing. I don't want to catch it. Like, well, exactly how would you catch it? Well, now they say that if you are exposed to this new form, is 90% chance that you won't go to the hospital. But there's a 10% chance. So I still would be weird if I was in the aisle seat and the guy in the middle seat the whole flight was going.
And I'll admit to feeling, in fact, a little cavalier walking.
Right.
Like,
a little swaggery.
It just was a little bit like, the smartest money is wearing a mask right now, and I wasn't, Mm-hmm. But I also didn't spend the whole time feeling at risk, really. Yeah. I was more just sort of, my senses were more sort of tuned into the fact there was just a fucking lot of people around, and I was kind of.
Do you think because I'm shorter, it's worse for me? I'm
No,
breathing
I would
everybody's
think.
air.
I think with the aerosolized start high and then rain down. So in fact, all of us tallies are like germ umbrellas for you. But we didn't spend a ton of time in the casino or in big groups. And like on the second day, we actually left the Strip and went to Bliss's house and had dinner in their neighborhood. So.
And were the people? Did I know everybody who was there, or not a lot of the people who were there, or some of the people?
No, it was me, Joel, Chris, and his wife Daisy.
Oh, I thought it was a bigger thing. No. I had no idea that it was just you, Joel.
Yeah, we just went to hang with Chris and say goodbye.
Wow, that's a horse of a different thing. No, it's not. It's not. It really isn't. And when is he leaving the country for real?
At the end of the summer.
Is he sad?
No. Would you be leaving this fucking place?
Well, yes, probably, but
I suppose. All right.
All right. No, I mean for the last 3 years. I mean, I'm still not sure I won't leave. In 22 or something like that. I feel very. Everything is very bad. I don't trust. I'm beginning not to trust these Republicans.
Yeah. I understand
their motivations. I wouldn't say this is the best. You know what? Maybe I should stop saying I'm coming up with comedy. They're not even.
Yeah, I thought we were actually just having a conversation, and we'd get around to the jokes when they happened.
No, but I
didn't feel like we were dropping the ball because it was actually coherent there for a while.
Oh no! I always feel like even when I'm serious and listening and locked in, I'm so entertaining.
Well, good.
Just the way I talk about things.
Sure.
God, I'm playing the character of somebody who's obnoxious. I don't think I need to play it so much. Just be myself.
Yeah. We want to start from back to one.
Did you get in last night?
Yesterday afternoon.
Are you tired from traveling, or you're like invigorated from finally seeing the world again?
I'm right in the middle. I'm pretty much just regular me again.
Yeah, I do feel the sun is a little darlings. This seems like a long. I feel like that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just mentally, just driving across the desert was as relaxing as the trip itself. Just the radical change of scenery was nice.
But then the other part of it is when you get back to normal and you go, well, I thought normal would be better.
Yeah, no, normal's not that great right now, but that's okay.
Is it because we could? But it does feel like we're closer to annihilation than ever, but people have always felt that way. But you think it's because of still not sure if Trump will somehow
I was actually
destroy
thinking
us?
more on the micro, my life level. But
oh, okay.
but big picture sense, yeah, I don't think that I think things are. It's hard to say.
What's happening
it's
with
hard
your
to
life?
say which way is trending right now.
Well, what's wrong with your life? Why don't you come to Andy Kindler, the doctor? I'm the life doctor. Give me the parameters, and you will see how quickly I will come up with positive, constructive things that you can do.
Yeah.
That make you feel better.
I'm afraid I need an EpiPen to counteract my pep talk allergy.
Hey, did I tell you here's Dennis Miller at home just practicing in case he ever does comedy again. He's watching the Wimbledon, right? He goes, that guy's got a backhand like Tsitsi pass. All of a sudden, that guy's coming cross court. All of a sudden, I got Tsitsi, and he practices. He thinks a call's going to come in, so he can go and use that again.
Right.
The Democrats are like Tsitsi pass. I enjoyed that one very much. I'm glad you were there for it.
Yeah, me too.
No, you weren't that happy about it.
So Alex wants us to run a tight ship.
No, there's no problem at all. Why doesn't Alex? Let me tell you something. You take this down.
Okay.
Dear Alex, you are a bum. I got that from Jackie Gleason.
Yeah.
Back when you could say that.
Pickles.
Now you can't say anything.
It's true.
Canceled.
I am so fucking sick of those people.
I know. The canceled people?
The you can't say anything people.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. I'm surprised that I even, I was afraid that I was going to get arrested. I cursed under my breath yesterday, and I figured, hey, they're coming for me.
Yeah.
That is the weakest argument now.
Yeah.
Those but they were never strong arguments. It's not like the right wing had a strong argument, and now they're going backwards.
That's true.
No. Nah. Okay, let's run the tight tip. Pickles, so you mean like what you're trying to tell me is Pickles says.
Pickles is back in the pickle position. Written a full month ago, May 31st. That's how important it was.
Wow.
Yeah. Saying I really enjoy those holiday programs on PBS from the lawn of the Capitol. Do you think you guys would go on and do your Abbott and Costello shtick right before Gary Sinise introduces the Marine Choir? Maybe James Mason could introduce Broadway star Audra McDonald. Wow.
Well, I think James Mason is...
I'm not going to the White House.
You're going to the White House, Lou.
I'm not going to go to the White House.
Lou, put your suit on. You're going to the White House.
I'm not going to the White House. Hello, Mr. President.
What don't you do is what I'm saying.
That's what I always say, too. And people go, work for money? And I go, right back.
Hey, don't you worry about that. I've got some plans for you. Oh, actually, I don't have any plans.
Oh, okay. Fuck. I really bought in there. I really took that bait. Dusty Freund.
Ooh.
Dusty Freund.
Is that like a palm frond?
No, I don't think it is. It's like Freud with an N.
Freund, of course.
Dusty wants to know, J. Elvis, is there a documentary filmmaker whose style is normally contemptible to you, but they somehow pull it off? Wow. That's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
It's hard for me to get past contemptible, really.
Is there somebody who you hate every minute of what they do, but then you also decide it's good?
Give it up for them. Yes. I find, I gotta say, the Ken Burns style and how it never evolved is sort of puzzling to me, I guess.
Right.
It puts it squarely in this sort of, to me, it's like, okay, fine, I'm a historian, not much of a filmmaker, Yeah.
But he's taken everything over.
Yeah.
But
that's the closest I can get. Whereas I just think it's boring and it's sort of sad that he didn't want to do it a different way.
Yes.
Even to
try. Although sometimes you get, what's that?
Even to try,
Well, he has so much information that occasionally I find myself watching his documentaries.
Yeah.
For a certain
And that's
time.
what I was going to say is I've still watched a lot of them and soaked up all the info, but it never felt like great storytelling was going on to me,
Yeah, it is amazing he cornered the market on just kind of watchable, fairly watchable.
Yeah. Stephen Elton Yates says Monchichi, pronounced Monchichi, is a line of Japanese stuffed monkey toys. Dennis Miller won't do the ads, so we're auditioning sound-alikes. Can you take a crack at it? Well, first of all, you just triggered the fact that the Monchichi jingle has been in my head for 40 plus years now.
What is it?
It's Monchichi, Monchichi, oh so soft and cuddly, put a thumb in the mouth, it's really neat, fun to wiggle his little feet, la la la, la la la, happy happy Monchichi.
I never heard that in my whole life.
I heard it apparently several times as a child.
Was that a local Minneapolis?
No, it was a national toy ad that just played a lot.
Did you have the toy?
No.
Monchichi, put it on 5. Monchichi, take it to the beach. Monchichi.
Monchichi, Monchichi, oh so soft and cuddly.
Monchichi, Monchichi.
And Dennis Miller won't do the ads, so you want, hey, I'm Menace Diller. How about picking yourself up a Monchichi? Oh, so soft and cuddly. You know what I mean? Fun to wiggle his little feet. You know what I mean? Check.
I love this Dennis Miller.
Do your own little BJ and the Bear kind of moment. Try around in your big wheel with a fucking monkey on your side.
Hey, look, Monchichi. Hey, get it out. Stop stuttering. Get. I wish I could be a fly on Dennis Miller's coffin. That made me laugh, and it's not a nice thing.
No, but it's like a Yiddish curse almost.
Yeah, that's true. I will be a fly in your coffin. I hate him like poison.
Stephen Elton Yates is back to say the echidna is one of 2 egg-laying mammals. Remember when golfer Chichi Rodriguez? I was thinking back to the Les Nessman saying Chai Chai Rodriguez on WKRP. Showed up in the Monday Night Football booth and was interviewed by both Dennis Miller and Howard Cosell. I'd love to hear that again. You doubled Dennis Millard, Stephen. Come on. You can't double Dennis Dip. What the hell is that? You couldn't have spread this out over 2 weeks?
Tonight in the booth, I have 2 very talented people. The reference man, they call him, Mr. Loquacious. Dennis Miller's here tonight.
Hey, Howard, it's good to be here, you old toupee stand.
What?
Nothing.
And then we have Chichi Rodriguez.
Hola.
Famous golfer and man about town. Well, thanks for coming into the booth, fellas. Now get the fuck out of here.
Adios. See you later, Chichi.
Done and done.
Wheel of Randy says, your wish is my command, fellas. I've set up a Zoom interview with Randy Newman. Then parenthetically, Josh, don't read this part aloud. Okay, it's really Will Sasso.
Well, I'll take Will Sasso.
Sure. Who doesn't like a good Will Sasso guest spot?
But does he do Randy Newman?
Apparently.
Oh, well, then I'll, yeah.
All right.
No.
There's a red moon rising on the Cuyahoga River, rolling into Cleveland near the lake.
Tweet Bahara.
Burn on, Big River. Burn on.
Burn on, Big River, burn on.
Tweet says, I'm thinking of having my head squeezed so that it's more narrow and longer from top to chin. That way I'll be taller, but I can still wear my same clothes. I like it.
I think
It's sort of
that's
like
the greatest letter I've ever read.
It's like Dr. Bill Plimpton.
So what would be the net? Would he look thinner?
Well, he'd be taller. The top of his head would measure higher because his head will have narrowed and lengthened.
Oh, Tweet. He wins this week. What does he win this week for the tweet of the day on the Not Spiral
Here.
Show?
I will play his sting.
Nice of you to say, Tweet Bahara.
There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah. Tweet's back. Oh, Tweet's got a triple shot here. I don't know if we should have blown our whole wad there. Tweet says, my favorite thing Andy said in last week's show, you know that character Scotty. What is he, Irish? Was that an intentional joke or an unintentional joke?
It was not intentional.
All right, that's what I thought when I was
I'd like to
editing it.
think it was an intentional joke.
I was hoping
but
it
I don't
was.
think it was.
I was hoping it was a sort of Norm Crosby funny, but no.
How did it sound when I said it? Did it sound like I know what I was saying?
No, not really. It sounded like...
Oh, that really made me happy.
Yeah, but I didn't...
What is he? What is he? Irish? I couldn't think. I know I wasn't
I
thinking
kind
he
of
was-
remembered it passing through my head, and then I think my head went somewhere else because I knew that the Scotty impression thing was coming.
I can't. I know I didn't think he was Scottish when I was saying it, so it had
Okay,
to
so
be
there you go.
real.
No, I totally believe you didn't mean to, but I wanted to believe you did.
I'm like a delightful scamp of
You
some
are.
type.
Oh, yes, of some type. And finally, in the Tweet Bahara trilogy, Zuzu says every time Henry Blake spins into the Sea of Japan, a clinger gets a dress.
Zuzu. It's not just. Hey, shut up, Zuzu. It's not that you. There's no such thing as danger.
temperature.
No, you're wrong, you stupid young idiot.
No, I'm normal.
Shut up, Zuzu. That would be the hook line of my series.
Yes. Your spin-off.
Or something worse.
Your spin-off
Would
sequel.
someone get... What's that?
Your sequel to It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life. It's not such a great life. You know what? The life, not as good as I expected. But Andy Kindler's wonderful send-up of It's a Wonderful Life with his Jewish, veined take. How's it going, savings and loan? I guess that's it.
All right.
Wrap it up.
I wanted to leave
Tell me
you.
to-
I wanted
tell
to
me not to
leave
come
you an
back here.
apron.
Hey, hello, Mister, you're going to kill a baby because your wife's dead? Mister, what kind of a monster? I'm calling the police on you, you stupid old pharmacist. I'm feeling sad today. Someone passed me the poison. No, Mr. Smoggle, get out of here. I'm poisoning everybody now. Why? Because my wife's dead, fuckface. I'm having so much fun.
I still like Mr. Smoggle, I have to say.
Come on, Mr. Schmoggle, you made a mistake. You put ant paste in the antipasta. Like Abbott and Costello. Shut up, kid. My wife's dead and I'm decided to be bad at my job. Even though my job is of supreme importance.
It wasn't his wife, it was his kid. It was a kid for a kid he was going for.
And, oh, okay. But he wasn't diluting chemotherapy like this last
No.
podcast I listened
No,
to.
he was just completely negligent rather than malevolent.
I don't think there's any excuse for his behavior.
I think that's true. He was,
Give it over to your...
Well, in the future, he went to jail for it. That guy went to jail for poisoning a kid, and if you know him, you're a jailbird too. Now out you two pixies go, through the door or out the window.
That pharmacist who killed 45 kids, he's gone.
I'm gonna shoot him with some seltzer.
Hey, ever since you've been gone...
And if you
had
don't
not
can
been
the
gone-
balloon juice, I'm gonna shoot you with some seltzer too.
Hey, get away from my bar. It'd be better if you had never lived, you stupid... Okay, it's not...
Welcome to the Nail on the Head Tavern.
Hey, when I was 5 years old, I was going to walk into the street, and you stopped me. Had you never been born, I'd be dead.
I'm glad you got hit by that car, you little piece of fender bait.
Why doesn't he fix the banister himself? If he's such a big shot.
I'm a negligent homeowner, but I still like the people.
God damn it, Alice! How many times have I told you to fix the banister, which just kind of pops up? What kind of a stupid house
Just
is that?
one fucking dab of Alvarez wood glue, and this would all be solved.
Where's my Gorilla Glue? Where's my Gorilla Glue? Zuzu? Oh, life is fun.
Isn't it? Sous Vide says, I love the format of the show, but if you were to have a guest, it'd have to be superfan Ben Lee. Also, please spiral on the Bullwinkle universe, including Peabody and Sherman, Fractured Fairy Tales, and Aesop and Son. Well, that's a very specific request.
And I enjoy that part of the cartoon world.
Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Again, Bullwinkle?
Nothing up my sleeve. Presto! Don't know my own strength.
My God, I cannot believe that you are not at a Tom Kenny level of voiceovers.
I can't either. Just
What,
another,
steam- the
just
steam went
another,
out.
another slap in the face from show business.
Hello, Josh. Slap in the face for Josh Weinstein. What? Please sign here.
Sherman, set the Wayback Machine to when Josh was employable.
Okay, Mr. Peabody. Please sign right here for your slap. What are you talking about? Well, that was... We were kidding, though. You have such a wonderful... You barely have time for this show. You're having so much fun.
It's so much. It's so true.
It
Seth,
really is true.
see, I'm going to get my EpiPen. Seth Dick III says, I think the video for Sia's Elastic Heart with Shia LaBeouf and Maddie Ziegler is a beautiful film and a wonderful piece of modern dance that will be remembered for generations. Mama Dick III rolls her eyes. I'm never good enough. Great show, by the way.
Well, thank you, but every word in that email alienated me because it sounds like a news story I missed.
Well, it's a video, and you can find it on YouTube. He sent a copy, but it's hard for me to share.
Oh, you know what, Josh? Why don't you think about what you just said and think about it for real? I want you, Josh, on the show, but you're afraid to share.
No, I have better judgment than to share.
Ooh.
Eastside 76 says, 10 years ago, I moved from the United States to the Midwest. Life is very different here. One big change is I now take a regiment. He said a regiment. It's a regimen, he meant. Of antidepressants because I'm in a constant state of Missouri.
I love it. I would like to have a regiment.
Yes.
Come with my pill. I would like a regiment to bring the Adderall to me. That was very good. I really like that letter a lot, and I just want the rest of the listeners. Come on, step it up.
Dan Marsh says, hey guys, I have a follow-up from last week. I want to hear more about Josh's spy show. What was the lead character's name, and what were they like? And who was the main enemy of the series supposed to be? Well, it was a lot like the movie Sneakers. And here's how it went. My agent went, hey, UPN's looking for a show like Sneakers. And I went in and I said, hey, set up a meeting. And I went into UPN and said, hey, I'm thinking of doing a show like Sneakers. And they went, that's wow, we've been looking for a show like Sneakers. And I said, oh shit, now I have to write a show like Sneakers. and then I wrote a show like Sneakers. You didn't drop it as a surprise, I wrote a show like Sneakers, and it wasn't bad. But had I had to write a second show like Sneakers, things would have been problematic.
Well, now is Sneakers like they break into?
And
a
by the way,
lab?
the lead character's name was the same name as my agent, just because I liked it.
But I mean, was Sneakers a computer movie like China?
It was Robert Redford and Dan Aykroyd and River Phoenix, and it was computer security, technical security.
Ah.
So it was a lot of we got to get into the server while the clock ticks. And then think of really cool cinematic ways to show a server, by the way.
So it really it sounds like a terrible.
It was the most cynical thing I ever did in show business, and I paid for it almost immediately. And yes,
no, I meant the movie.
But nonetheless,
Sneakers.
I got paid handsomely to do so.
Oh, wait a second. This was not a spec?
No, we talked about this last week.
Oh, well, then I don't remember it.
I got $100,000.
Wait, Josh. You never told me you got $100,000.
I completely did.
You're a fucking
and thousands
liar.
of people will back me up, Andy.
I will never. I've been feeling bad for you all week that you need
that
money.
I made $100,000 20 years ago.
Oh, this is not a current story.
No,
because I thought it would be weird that they would be making something like Sneakers.
Yes,
this is terrible.
It's hard it's hard to revisit things with you, Andy.
Huh? Was I here last week? Now, last week, did I have a microphone? Was I playing the character of Andy? Was it in Los Angeles? Did I mention liking food? Just try and remind me.
And by the way, Timothy Busfield was attached to direct.
Oh, my God. You know what, though? Those deals are far and few between now, right? Give me $100,000 to write a Sneakers spec.
Yeah, they are for me, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, there were some pretty big deals that didn't have to be.
They were.
Yours had to be.
There was a lot of money spent on development back in the day.
Yeah.
And there just is not anymore.
Yeah.
Because the show was much more profitable if it was a success, so they could afford to throw a lot of shit at the wall, and if 2 things stuck out of 20, it was still a profitable venture, and that's just not true anymore.
And then but before that, they were doing the non-airing pilots, and they've been trying to cut corners for years and years, right?
Yeah.
And yet we do great.
Yeah, everything's fantastic.
Thank God we have the podcast.
Yeah.
It's our day job.
Yeah. Well, some of us more days than others.
What is that? I never know. It's like I can't tell. I think they were all slams at me. But
That one was. That was square on the head. Yeah.
Okay, good. I just don't want to miss a slam.
All right, good. Chaotic Neutral says, "Hey guys, so Leno is back on TV hosting You Bet Your Life. Like the Tonight Show, it's been hosted by legends, at least until Jay arrived. Is it too much to say that taking the show back from Leno is the only way Bill Cosby could redeem himself in the eyes of comedy?"
Oh my God! What, have you seen it?
Yeah, you said the second one.
Okay, it's no category.
All right, it's nice to meet you. It's time to play our game.
Does he kibitz?
That's the whole show.
I don't know that show.
It's You Bet Your Life, Groucho Marx. You remember him?
Oh, that was called You Bet Your Life.
Yes.
Oh my God! I for some reason had mixed it up with the thing. This Is Your Life.
Yeah.
So he's going to be a kibitzing. They're going to go one more time to a show that Cosby was so terrible at. Cosby was so horrible at it, and now they're going to try and. I got to watch it now.
Yeah.
Now, what do you do for so? I mean, what do you do for a living? Are you from town? Sir? Where are you from, sir? Hey. Are you ready to win some money? Hey. I'm an incurious man. I used to have a talk show where I didn't ask my guests who were actually interesting people questions. What are the odds that I'm going to ask you something interesting? What channel is it? Is it syndicated?
I assume so.
Why is he working? Just relax. Doesn't he have a family? No.
Not an active one.
No, he's not a dad.
Yeah.
He would have been a great
His kids
dad.
all have 4 wheels.
Yes,
Sous vide? Back to say I so love hearing the voices on the show. So I'm going to ask Will Sasso. What is the Will Sasso thing going on? What was it like being on the doomed Three Stooges set? Did you know it was going to fall flat while you were making it? Certainly. Thank you. Eastside 76 says, boogers. Are we used to the smell, or are they 100% unscented?
I don't know if I want to. Yeah, that sounds like something that even you don't want to answer.
Not so much, no. But I appreciated the opportunity to be Dr. Johnny Fever-like and say boogers on the air.
All bets are off.
Mama Dick III is here to say Pleasant Valley Sunday, if anyone was curious. Don't know what that's a reference to, but...
It's a monkey song.
No, I know that.
We must have been talking about it, maybe. Mama Veed. Did I say Mama Veed? Mama Dick is known for not being, sometimes she goes a little bit, you don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah, she's a little non-sequitarious. Pro from Flowgressive says, did stand-up last Saturday and it really did feel normal. Recommended. Question, if you had to go back in time and do one job/gig/role the other one has done, what would you choose?
I would go with Mystery Science Theater,
Yeah,
right?
I'd go with all the Lettermans.
Yeah. All right, wrap that one up.
Straight
we
up trade.
both
There we
enjoy.
go. All right.
We would both enjoy doing some of the work that the other person did.
There you go.
Actually, the Mystery Science Theater would be more of a stretch for someone like me because I never felt like I could I never was attracted to. I mean, never felt like I had a thing for that.
Yeah.
But it comes
Whereas
to find
I think
out,
I could have totally kicked your ass on the Letterman thing. I'm just kidding. Mozart 2 says on TS215, Andy said one of the most Andy things ever, but Josh stepped on it. No blame. And it went unremarked upon. And it's the, he's like, where's he from? He's Irish or something, right?
that should be. I wish that I meant to do those type of jokes.
Yeah, that would be better, but, as long as they're there.
Yeah, true.
For everyone. It's okay.
If I have to look like a fool, I'm happy.
Yeah, exactly. That's your lot in life. We're the jesters, my friend. William Purdue says, I'm not sure if this is what you're looking for, but I have a little thing growing on my scrotum, and I pick it off and it just grows back. It's like a little ball of gristle. Should I be worried?
You should be worried that you described in a public forum
your scrotal gristle.
This is not much of a because I don't think anybody will ever be able to eat food off of your scrotum again after that.
Scrotal gristle wants to say,
I don't think I'm going to get that.
This Sunday at the Lakeshore Coliseum, it's Scrotal Gristle.
I might have a skin cancer of some type, so I'm going to. Does that mean that I can, go to support groups with you?
With me or William Purdue?
No, with people who have had I'm a cancer survivor.
Oh, do you in fact might have skin cancer?
I think it is they said the woman said a basal cell. It'll never kill me. It'll just keep growing.
Yeah. So are you going to have it removed?
Well, she already did remove some of it.
Some of it.
Not some of it. I made that wrong. First of all, it is literally the size of another head, and I've been shopping for shirts all week because it's on my arm.
Okay.
But for some reason, I did get scared for a second, and then I said, this could be perfect for my life. No danger, but I walk around as if I'm suffering.
So, in fact, you have had it removed, yes?
Yes, and I'll find out in the next couple of days. She said if she was a betting person, she would bet it's that basal cell.
It's basal cell carcinoma. Okay.
Yeah. I like the way you say it. But I shouldn't be worried. And is that correct, or should I look it up, too?
I don't think you should be worried, particularly if you've had it removed.
Right.
I mean, it is. They are routinely removed without.
Yes, it was this. It was about the size of a dime.
All right, good.
No, smaller. You know what?
A dime is big. A dime is big.
No, that's too big. Okay, I'm dead. She did tell me don't leave. She said don't make plans.
All right.
What does that mean?
Don't buy green bananas. What?
Yeah, what does that mean? She also asked me, have I set my affairs in order?
Huh.
Well, I had to tell you that because I was going to tell you that. I don't want you to be concerned about me, though.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you told me after.
That's so great. You couldn't have done the show.
But I'm proud of you for getting taken care of.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because now after the pandemic, I'm going in everywhere. I'm going to be sitting on my doctor's laps. Let's get back in there.
Good. Tyson Sainer says, just putting it out there, if Thought Spiral or just the two of you went live on Twitch every now and then, it could do very well. It needn't be gaming content, although it would be awesome too. Subscribers, donations, real-time feedback. Imagine it.
I cannot imagine it.
I've been on Twitch before for a Mystery Science Theater thingy, but
well, also you can.
What I can't
games.
imagine is that people would be attracted to it in any great numbers. That's really my thing.
Yeah, I don't even get why people watch I mean, I get why they watch the great. Do they watch the best gamers play because they play well? I don't understand really.
I think there's some of that, and then they watch the funniest gamers play.
Right, which could make sense. Okay, we'll do it.
And I actually probably could do that because I could do a running commentary with my game, but I don't belong in that world.
Yeah. Do you want to know what my running commentary would be? What's this thing do? Can I put? Is this some?
It would be.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
I'm dead. This
I'm
is no
dead.
fun, Dad.
I'm dead.
What's fun about this, Dad?
I played a game. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a huge franchise, and it's a war game franchise. Call of Duty, I think it's called. And it was a simulation of the Normandy invasion. And I couldn't get 3 feet onto the beach. It was just like, and I'm alive, and I'm dead, and I moved to my, and I'm dead, and
That's unbelievable.
And I quit after about an hour of that, and never returned.
But you could have mastered it or something. I don't know.
I could have probably gotten off the beach, but at the rate I was going, I wasn't having a good time. Having the Germans get the best of me that many times.
I think I'll take a break.
Yeah. REA says, who are the top 5 reference comedians, not including Dennis Miller? I don't have an answer to that.
Any other ones?
I don't.
He's really the only one that seems to be what he is claiming to be his hook, kind of.
I guess so, yeah. But it's not an actual subgenre.
No. It's not a subgenre to who am I, Aristophanes, and it's only related to him.
Right. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, 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 Yoshi Yamamoto, Yoshi Yamamoto, Yoshi Yamamoto. When your engine light comes on, that's game over.
I had to stop just in marvel of that. That was great.
Thank you. Yoshi says, did you guys know that as a small child, Jay Leno got bitten by a radioactive Model T?
That sounds that's like
Did Dennis Miller, was he visible on something this week or something?
I don't think so.
Because the next question from Yoshi is, which performance did you enjoy more, Dennis Miller in Joe Dirt or Dennis Miller in Joe Dirt 2 straight to DVD?
Dennis Miller is one of those guys who can't, in addition to being a horrible
I'll do anything
comic.
for Spady, man.
But he can't act. He can't act.
I can't act, but I'll do it for Spady.
For Spadeskin? For Spadeskin?
Peanut. She's not a puppet. She's a woozle. And her name is Peanut. If there was a statue of you created in your honor with a U, so I'm guessing this comes from across the pond, where would you like it to be located? And apart from stand-up, what pose would you choose for it?
I think I'd choose me mid-sex.
Mid-sex?
That's what I'm famous for. Yeah. Like thrusting.
Yeah. In a sort of...
No, maybe me. I took fencing in college. Maybe me as a saber fencer.
Yeah. And I guess I could just be the other fencer. Holding out my arm and having Andy run into my foil.
I don't fantasize about uniforms it's never got to me.
Uniform?
It never, wearing your medals or whatever the hell.
Yeah. I think if you got some medals, you might have a different...
Oh, I'd be wearing them. Well, that's probably why I'm not into them. Yeah, that's an easy take. Oh, I hate wearing those Purple Hearts.
Fucking Oscar awards. They're so ugly. But yeah, I'll just be the other fencer. But I'll be fencing Andy with my left hand.
Oh, every time that comes up. Hurts me.
Guy Incognito says, as of this basketball spiral, my team of choice and origin, the Milwaukee Bucks, are one game away from the finals. Even if they are Giannis-less squad, what does ATM mean? Even if they are a Giannis-less squad, at the moment. Suns Bucks, that's fantastic. Can we get Dennis Miller's prediction for NBA Finals?
Well, I think it's hard to say without knowing the status of Antetokounmpo's knee. He got a hyperextended knee on the Antetokounmpo.
I heard they got Tsitsi Pats in his trade.
Yeah. So if you get Antetokounmpo back, I think you got a good chance against the Chris Paul-led Suns.
Is that the finals?
Well, the Suns.
Oh, and so the Lakers are gone?
Lakers have been gone for some time, yes.
Oh, okay.
They were beaten by the Suns.
I'd like to see the Suns win. I don't care.
The Suns are actually a fun team to watch this year.
That used to be Barkley's team, right?
Yeah. 30 years ago, yes. Dan Wade says, I told a Jack LaLanne joke on stage this week, and the audience was dead silent. Can you fellas recommend a more recent reference? Well, I mean, even Richard Simmons is a more recent reference than Jack LaLanne. At least you didn't go with Atlas, but yeah, I don't even know who the current. I'm sure it's one of those superstar. What's the cycling thing?
Oh, Fitbit.
No.
Oh, Tour de France.
Peloton. Thank you for
Peloton. Come on, Peloton.
Thank you for inspiring me to stop you.
Come on, Peloton. Get going, Peloton. Thankfully, there are burn sheds closing down the neighborhood. I look forward to when the I'll hit you in the face with your workout.
That's right.
I'll punch your face in shape. They're like sweatbox. There's one sweatbox closed near me. Who could go in there? Well, you know.
Some people like to burn, Andy.
Some people go in there because they think
I don't like the burning. It's the itching I like.
But could you imagine going to one of these gyms where they look out on the street and you're excited because the girls are going to be there and you're going to preen for them? Who has that life?
Not old Jew couple.
I'm glad. I would have been horrible competing to be good looking.
Yeah, I think you made it the right track competing at the.
You don't have to add
in other events.
There's no reason for you to gild the lily there.
Richard Cole says, God bless Andy for keeping grudges. I don't blame you if you don't want to read this, he says parenthetically. And then he sends an article about Trump being really anti-Semitic when he was talking to a bunch of real estate developers and being.
I'm proud of my saving the world takes.
Yes, one grudge at a time. Duckman says, Josh mentioned driving around with the amazing Jonathan last episode. Have you seen his 2019 documentary on Hulu? I don't know what to make of it. I can't even decide if it's real. Also, I'll pay big money to see you two live. The Jew Collar Comedy Tour.
I think it is real. I mean, I think he got very sick, but I don't know exactly. I know he's still alive, which is great. And I know he didn't make it up. You know, that's happened a couple of times, but.
Yeah, I didn't know exactly what game was being played there. But, you know, I do know he had a year to live several years ago.
Right.
But
and who knows?
But we were once friends, so I obviously wish him nothing but health.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that. And I knew him a little bit. Not that much. So.
Let me see if there's any non-taggers. And Ledsome says, not a question or a pithy bon mot today, but sending much love to you guys as ever. Thank you.
I love you, Em.
And the Rebbits man says, why do people even bother with dill pickles when full sours exist?
I saw this beforehand, and you mean like a commercially bought dill pickle? I wasn't sure what he means by dill pickle.
You can't ask me to parse this.
Okay. I still
Personally,
like.
I prefer a dill pickle. Myself.
And I still like, my favorite pickle is a new pickle when they're perfect.
Yeah. I like an older pickle.
But it's hard to make a good new pickle.
Well, it just takes restraint.
I want to make it put more dill in there. Don't put more dill in there.
Don't put more dill.
I'm putting more dill.
All right, let me read a couple of letters real quick and then we'll hit the road.
Yeah, we're trying to help Alex out because
we were good. Don't worry.
Hoo-hoo. Ha-ha.
All right, this one you'll like a lot. In fact, this will be our only letter because you'll like it so much. Andy, may God, Jesus, and all the saints bless you for the patience and restraint you show every episode. A man marooned on a desert.
This is not a real letter.
A man marooned on a desert island learns patience in the daily rising of setting of the sun, finding clean water and sustenance in the slow, unfolding, hopeless days. But that man knows only a shadow of the calm patience and resilience you exhibit towards your co-host every show. Bless. Dish deal.
Thank you. Finally. You know, I'm cheering up a little bit here, Josh, because it really has been hard. It's hard sometimes. Your mind goes all over the place. I try to bring you back, but sometimes there's no bringing you back. Was this a letter to get you nuts?
It's hard for me to say, but it didn't because it was funny. Hey, if you'd
that
like to
did-
support our show, go to buymeacoffee.com/thoughtspiral. If you'd like to support our other endeavors, like Andy's album, Hence the Humor, or my album, Chunks, or one of my movies, Michael DeBar, Who Do You Want Me to Be, available now officially on Blu-ray and DVD. That's Michael DeBar, Who Do You Want Me to Be? My movie. It came out a year ago. One of the best documentaries of 2020, says the LA Weekly. Available on Blu-ray and DVD.
Beautiful. Also, this weekend I'll be at the Cerritos Auto Square.
Buying a
grand
car.
opening. August 6th, I'm going to be at that. What am I? I'm going to be at locally.
Plug your date.
Luckily, I'm going to be locally at Stop fiddling with my roof.